Hola, buenos días. Soy Nico.
I didn't say that word. You said it. What do you think? You said it. Is that what you think?
I'm asking.
You said it. I didn't say it.
She's not going to go there.
I think she just did.
No, you said it. I didn't say anything. You said it. Is that what you think? I interview people, Cynthia. So
Well,
I'm saying you said that. Why did you say that?
Because I think
say
every
it.
time women don't get along is the first thing people think. And sometimes it's true and sometimes it's not true. And I think that that's probably what a lot of people assume, is that they're jealous.
And today we're here to start off another wonderful week's worth of content. Well, yes, with a crossover I was not necessarily expecting, nor did I know I did not want to see. Nico. But before we get started on that, if you like this kind of content, make sure to follow me on patreon.com/Nicosaesthetics for more exclusive videos, weekly live streams every Thursday at 5:30 and 7 p.m. CDT with a various panel discussing topics that pertain to our community weekly. If that sounds interesting to you, definitely tune in. Now, before we get started, let's get on to last week's video's comment. I really feel like the Empire money has run dry, and that's why Brashear is getting into adult cinematography. And I would agree on that. A lot of people kept bringing up his movie premieres and or the shows he did afterwards, like the New Edition movie. But if you look at the time span, Empire ended in 2020. Those were all before Empire ended. So he hasn't necessarily had any recent new work that would bring him money. People were saying that he was blackballed because of the intricacies of the industry. People were saying that he was linked to Will Smith, Lee Daniels, and P. Diddy in nefarious ways. I can't speak on that because that has not come forward. But what I can say is that people are finally going to look at his content, especially with one of his most recent posts where he's in like a Planet Fitness gym locker. And he's just like awkwardly doing the... Have you seen Bob's Burgers, like the show on Fox? He's basically doing like the Tina twerk in the shower while he's being recorded from across the... It's very like bizarre, very low budget. And what I want to say on that is people in the comments were saying, oh, every time someone comes out as LGBT or gay, it's always because of substances, it's always because of trauma. Maybe he's just living in his truth. He can live in his truth. No one here said anything about living in his truth. But him visibly being off his rocker while performing all of these scenes, that's where people are concerned. Girl, you can be gay. Gay rights. I don't care about that. I don't care if you're LGBT. Like, obviously. People are bringing up concern because this is concerning behavior. Going full adult cinematography, very low budget as a mainstream celebrity. Like, at least if you're a mainstream celebrity, you would have an actual rollout. You would have an actual debut. Not a random in a pushiesty. Like, I don't understand why y'all act like this is so complex to be concerned about. But a lot of people like to live in delusion as long as they find the person of object attractive. But moving forward, let's get on to the actual discussion. Today, we're going to be talking about Grandy Glaze making his first bi scene debut. Nico, why are you chuckling? With Jacobi and Alex. I'm sorry. It's just this particular scene. It's interesting because, yes, he's topping like he said he was going to, so I can't necessarily act surprised about that. But the Jacobi and Alex situation, the fact that they are getting every gay for pay man to collaborate with them is kind of concerning. Like, I understand the understanding of, okay, you get a down payment plus the collab if it is true that they are paying these people. But what is it doing for you? Like, that's my thing. I feel like these kind of collaborations don't necessarily do much aside from the shock factor of, oh my God, they did it. Nico, expanding on that, I mean so in the sense that collaborations for the sole fact of collaborating don't necessarily go far anymore. I mean, I guess in the beginning of OnlyFans, people were like, oh my God, I get to see so-and-so and so-and-so. But as of now, if there's no chemistry behind the screen, a lot of people tend to not be interested in it. So when I was watching this video, at least the trailer for it, it wasn't chemistry. It was basically a straight man topping two gay men that were doing gay thing. I don't know. It just read as like we're doing a collab, not necessarily that there was chemistry. But once again, that's because you're collaborating with a straight man. So I guess that would be like the paradox of every collaboration. Especially because this scene in particular was low budget. And that's not me throwing shade, because once again, I don't have beef with Grandy in particular, but I always give credit to Jacobi for at least having proper lighting, proper video, an actual theme. This one, they were sucking on a lollipop and clunkily having intercourse. And I mean, it could also be because Grandy Glaze is straight, and a lot of people have these conversations of, how can a straight man do gay for pay? Oh my God, you can't do that because the physicality of the body. And y'all don't understand that the industry has things that help you stay up. Nico, if you know what I mean, like Viagra is a mainstream over-the-counter one. There are also injectable Viagras. So it's like, it is possible to force your way through a scene. I don't understand why people think, oh my God, if you don't want to be there, you wouldn't be able to get it up. That's not how science works. Y'all should actually do your research about that. I learned about that when I came into the industry, and a performer that I know recently talked about it on a live stream. So I'm like, okay, if we're talking about it, we're talking about it. But it's just so confusing to see people willingly go for the Jacobi debut when it doesn't have a financial return on it. So in this particular situation, I found out about it because someone sent me the trailer the day before, and I went, well, LOL, that happened. But it was also funny because Grandy recently made a post saying, now that y'all know that I'm not faking it, I'm about to do a man-on-man scene with me bottoming. Who should I collaborate with? And you messy girls, you messy girls, they come to my name going, oh my God, I know I'm shaking the table, but Nicosaesthetics. Y'all are messy. Y'all are messy. But overall, it's not something I would pay for. Just because I think I said so in the original video where he discussed possibly making his debut. He is known for his big butt. And a lot of people have pushed back like, oh my God, so if you don't have a large appendage and you have a big dump truck booty, you're supposed to bottom? Tops can't have big butts, bottoms can't have big, and that's my thing. A lot of people like to misconstrue and or be obtuse with commentary. If I am saying, if your entire brand is you selling the fact that you have a big butt, most people will expect you to use said butt when you go into the actual industry. It's just a no-brainer. It's like marketing 101. So being surprised that you're saying, oh, I'm only doing topping when that's not your selling asset that you're marketing, it doesn't make sense. And I don't understand why when people have conversations involving common sense, they like to get emotional about it. I'm a very logical person. Boom, bam, 1 + 1 = 2. If 2 + 2 = 4, then what the hell is this? But overall, welcome to, I don't know what to say, welcome to the content creation field. I personally will not be purchasing that video. I don't know if y'all saw the preview. Definitely drop your opinions down below. How do you feel now that the Gay for Pay girls are finally actually doing full-on performances? Do you believe that this is due just because the money of scamming and baiting is finally running out? How did you feel about the Jacobi, Alex, and Grandy Glaze collaboration? Did it do anything for you? Were you happy to see him finally interact with the man on a full scale and get his Bucci ate? I will say that they ate his butt. I personally wouldn't pay for it, but they did it, so it's there. And I would like to hear your opinions down below, because I'm trying not to come off as a hater, especially because I don't have beef with one side of this in particular. I don't have beef with Jacobi either. I just don't care for him and his shenanigans. But once again, if I'm rating it out of the collaborations he's done in the past, 6 out of 10. It's just because it's like very amateur, and I'm not understanding why in every one of their videos they have on sunglasses indoors. It throws me off because I'm used to looking at people in the eyes when I'm being intimate. So if I'm watching adult content, I would expect to watch you two locking eyes, to watch you two like having a moment, not glazily glazing on Mr. Glaze, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Boom. And now for a brief yet sincere shout out to this week's Third Eye Tier subscribers, 3C Money 2 and Mike. Your continued support is greatly appreciated, and thank you once again to everyone who supports the channel. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe! And this week's live stream discussion will be over the most recent public and prevalent presence of Tina within the community, be it black, brown, or white. If that sounds interesting to you, definitely tune in.